What's up, you guys? So earlier I asked the question, what motivates you? And I got a handful of responses, like, y'all blew me up. And I really enjoy these answers because by the way they responded, you could see kind of into their life and how they go about life. I feel like I can relate to just about all of you guys because I don't believe there's just one motivation for you. Like, there's different motivations, I think, at least for me personally, for different characteristics of yourself. If I had to choose one, somebody did say the Lord, and like if it was a big umbrella, number one obviously is God for me. And I'll say what motivates my character and morals is that I never want to have to lie to my future kids, and also I don't want to embarrass who my future husband might be. I know like no one's gonna hold a grudge against your past, but I want to set that example now, and it's just as if they're on your right side. Like, I believe in being the example, and I'm setting the example now even before I even know my kids or whatever. Like, I never want them to do drugs, therefore I'm not gonna do drugs because I don't want to have to lie to them. So also I want to be able to be a good example to my nieces and nephews because I am an aunt, even though I'm not a mom or a wife. My work ethic was inspired by just seeing the struggle growing up, and even today. I would say a lot of pain also inspires and encourages it. I am super devoted. When I start something, I have a strong willpower and I'm devoted to it. And I'm not going to stop until I come out on top or I know I put my all into it. Building off of that, I know growing up, a lot of people, they used to see my home and they'll be like, oh no, y'all are rich, y'all are whatever. Truth is, we're not rich. We do have a nice home, and I'll say we're somewhat comfortable right now. But growing up, people don't realize half of my life was in the city in Detroit, and then half of it was here. And in Detroit, like, we wasn't in the hood, but like our neighbor was on drugs and stuff. He was a crackhead and whatever, but it was our neighbor. It was cool out there. And I got to see both, best of both worlds, I guess. I saw what I do want in life and what I don't want in life. I saw that some people say like they want to have a huge home, huge glitz and all of this, but to have that, they literally sacrifice everything. That is not success. That is not what motivates me. I don't want to be like that. I want to be able to have a nice home, but being able to spend time with it and really truly enjoy it with a family. What encourages me in my work ethic is really those who were preying on my downfall. Like, I had a lot of people talk so harsh to me, like people really close to me, and it just didn't make any sense to me, because I would never talk about another person or do someone else like that. But even like close people did that to me. And then also, I spoke about it before, like I skipped high school, so the people who were supposed to be like my advisors and like encourage me through my high school, college years, they were like, you should have never came to college, you should have just stayed in high school, even though I tested out. And they were like, you should, I don't know why you're interested in the medical field, you look more like a retail salesperson. I was like, nothing against them, but they were trying to come at me like and throw shade at me, and I was like, all right. And they don't realize they were not the first people to do that, because before I came to Michigan for college, I was in another state doing college, and I had the same like issue, and I don't get it because I graduated like good. I have good GPA, I had good grades. I tested out like not in the basic level but in the higher advanced levels. I tested into an honors college. Like, I don't get them, but they don't realize that when someone prays on my downfall, it just naturally reverses into fuel for me. Like, that stuff pushes me so hard. Seeing someone count me out, like it's my family, someone talk so down upon me or even my character, it literally fuels me up to kind of, I zone in, I tone them out, because there's no point. You're not doing anything for me. You're actually pushing me down. So I'll tone that out and I get in my own zone and I focus and I push myself so hard. It's literally just God and I, and we're just going at it. It's my life that's going to be affected, so it's my choice to be like, hey, what you say about me it's gonna come to life. No, I'm not gonna, your words are nothing to me. I will tone you out and rebuke it in the name of Jesus, okay? And it literally does reverse. And if I have that mindset where I'm like, oh, you thought you thought you want to call me out and want to say I ain't worth nothing, I will never become anything. Just wait, just see. It's okay. You don't have to believe in me if I believe in myself. There's a greater purpose and there's a powerful purpose on my life. So I have to reach higher heights. I'm not going to get content where I am because I know there's something greater for me and more powerful in my life than just this. I know I'm not just a person who's supposed to ease by, but I'm going to go through lows and highs. So when someone comes down on me, I know that's just right before the high. So that's really what my motivation is. And it's June 1st, so it's a new month. It's Saturday. It's not really a Monday, but you can look at it as a Monday. And I just recommend, like, today or tomorrow, take time out and literally write down, jot down what motivates you, what inspires you, and what encourages you. I actually wrote down the differences because they all run hand in hand, and it's like sometimes it's hard to differentiate the three. So the words, when you think of encourage, you want to think about hope, confidence, support into doing something or to continue doing something. Inspiration, or to inspire, is to fill yourself or someone with an ability or an urge to do something. Motivation is the reason one has for acting or behaving in such a way. So the reason why I do what I do is my motivation. So I really do want to urge you guys to figure out what are those three things in your life. And it might not even be like for the rest of your life. Just do it for this month. Or for the next 6 months, literally. It's June 1st. We got 6 months left of 2019, and it's becoming summer. It's so nice out here. Take the time out before Monday and figure that out. And I want you guys to write it down and look at that every day. Or you can even, like, write it down, take a picture of it, have it on, like, one piece of paper, and then make that your lock screen. So every day when you look at your phone, we know when we wake up, the first thing we see is either our alarm going off on our phone, or we go on our phone and look at our notifications. So if you put that on your lock screen, it will be the first thing you see every day. And I think that could be the small affirmation in your life, of your month, of your next 6 months. Look at that every day and remind yourself what motivates you, what inspires you, and what encourages you. And if you want, I think it'll be nice if you guys share it with me, and I'll share mine with you guys, because May specifically this year taught me so much. It gave me a whole new outlook on life. It taught me new strengths that I had that I didn't know I really had. And it reminded me of who I am. And I don't mind sharing it with you guys if you guys want to share it with me. Sorry for the ugliness, but I really wanted to add this in. Sorry. So obviously I went on a rant, it seemed like, but I was just explaining that I have multiple different motivations. But a big one that I didn't really get to zone in on was pain. I would say pain is one of my biggest motivations because it taught me what I didn't want to be like, what I didn't want anyone else to feel like. The reason why I make sure I take the extra time to make sure everyone's being heard is because I was never heard by those who I really wanted to be there. I'm like getting out of breath trying to talk and walk these stairs. The reason why I will be there and take the time out to literally be there, sit next to you and hold you, or just sit in the same room with you is because sometimes words aren't necessary, it's just the presence, even if you don't know them. You could save someone's life, and I know that's for a fact. Going through those lows before the highs taught me how to stay grounded when you're at the highs. Taught me how to be there for those who are going in their lows. Because those people who go through lows are people who are meant to come back up high. And when they're down low, you don't want to keep them there. You don't want them to give up while they're down there. And because I've been down there, I know how to be there for them when I'm up top. That's one of my biggest motivations. And if you listen to them all, you hear that. You hear it with me talking about school. You hear it with me talking about people praying on my downfall. You hear it with me seeing the struggle at the low. Sorry, I wanted to add that in. I look gross, I'm sorry, but stay blessed.